Hi friends and neighbors, this is Mr. Gillespie, otherwise known as Super G, or Lord G. This lecture video is just about how do you use your calculator for science. Well, these are very simple instructions in this lecture video, but they're things that people seem to get a little confused about when they're working through science problems in physics and chemistry. So I'm going to show you a few situations and how to do them on the calculator. First of all, this top problem here is a unit conversion problem. I'm going from 36 miles per hour and I'm trying to find meters per second. I already put the answer there, but let's see how I got that answer. Of course, you need some units. Well, the rule for unit conversions or any long mathematical operation like this, and unit conversions or stoichiometry would be another way this would happen, is first of all, don't break it down into steps. Do one long line of conversions or one long line of stoichiometry and then put it into your calculator. And you put it into your calculator by multiplying everything on the top and dividing everything on the bottom. Let me show you what I mean. I multiply everything on the top. I go 36 times 1.61. I would then divide by 1 mile, but you know what? I don't need to because it's just 1. So I'm going to skip that. The next term has 1,000 on the top, so times 1,000 since it's on the top. And then the next term has 1 on the top and 60 on the bottom. Well, I can skip the 1 because it's just times 1, so who cares? But divided by 60 because it's on the bottom. And then the next one also is divided by 60. Again, what I've said is anything on the top multiply by, anything on the bottom divide by. So 36 times 1.61 times 1,000 divided by 60, hit enter, and we get 16.1. 16.1 meters per second. Now then, in the next step, right here in this problem, we have the dreaded scientific notation in the calculator. And the problem that students seem to have is they want to write this out as 6.02 and then they go times, multiply, 10 caret to the 23. And that just causes so many problems. It does not work for you. It only works once in a while, so it's even more confusing. But the fact is, your scientific calculator has a button to take care of this problem. And the button is called the exponent button. Now, some scientific calculators have it as EXP. This scientific calculator, this graphing calculator, has an EE button. It's second and then EE, the little yellow EE. Now, you can also, I want to show you in the same step, I want to show you how you set your calculator to scientific notation so that if you have a really, really, really big number or a really, really, really small number as an answer, it makes some sense and it's not, it's not too big or too small zeros wise. I can't even see my calculator. Okay, so let's switch this to scientific mode. You hit the mode button up here, mode. See how it's flashing on normal right now? I'm going to flip it over to science. I'm going to hit enter and then I'm going to hit clear. It's now in scientific notation mode. And I'll show you how that works. First of all, let's put this in. 6.02 times 10 to the 23. It'd be 6.02. Now, instead of times 10 to the caret 23, please never do that. I say it again. I'll say it again. Please never do that. You go second EE on this calculator, but some calculators you just hit the EXP button, and then you put in the exponent, the 23, in this case. I'm done with that number. And now I just act as if that whole thing is one number, and I go on to the next part. And it's times 3.8. Oh, there's another exponent. It's a negative 15 this time. So I'm going to go second EE negative 15. My friends, I am done. Now all I have to do is hit enter. I've got 2.876 e to the 9th. And that means 2.2876 times 10 to the 9th. That's what it means. Let me show you again why you might want to be in scientific notation mode for this kind of problem. I'm going to go back to mode. I'm going to go to normal, hit enter, hit clear, and now I'm going to bring this up as a normal number, as a traditional number. And look, 22876000000. I think I said the right amount. That's a long number. So sometimes it's nice to be in scientific mode. Finally, we have a problem when students look at this. They want to say, okay, it's 50 divided by 2 times 20, because that's what it is. I mean, it looks like that. It's 2 times 20 on the bottom. Well, if you can go back to my message, which is anything on the top multiply by, anything on the bottom divide by, then everything will work out. Watch what I mean. 50 divided by 2 divided by 20. That's how you should do it. Because the 50 is being divided by the 2 and the 50 is being divided by the 20. And the calculator doesn't know that 50 divided by 2 times 20, if you did those two together, is what you're thinking. So students often put this in, and here, I'll give you the answer first of all, 1.25. Now let's do it incorrectly. I'm going to do it like students often do it. 50 divided by 2 times 20. I mean, it looks like what you wrote, but it's not. Because you're telling the calculator, divide 50 by 2 and then multiply it by 20. 500. The answer is 1.25, but if you do it incorrectly, the answer becomes 500. And boy, don't you have egg on your face at that time. Plus, it's incredibly frustrating for you. So, remember the rule. If it's on the bottom, divide. If it's on the top, multiply. Don't worry about putting parentheses in and all that stuff. Just make it simple for yourself. Everything on the top, multiply. Everything on the bottom, divide by. Even if it feels a little weird at first, after a while it's going to become second nature and life will be like a breeze.